Hello from the polytunnel. I think this will be quite a quick video this week because it's still quite warm. It's so much easier though than last week. It's now 24 degrees, but I am currently in the polytunnel because it's very, very windy outside. So I thought I'd just give you a quick look. So to this side of me is our cherry tomatoes. We'll have a little look. I've had to start lowering and leaning them, so basically we can kind of like drop the plants down from the trellis, and it they then like just drape on the floor. We've not had to do this before. I suppose last time we grew in Scotland. Very different climate here. So yeah, tomatoes too tall. On this side I've got the beefsteak tomatoes, and these, oh my goodness. So I picked all the tomatoes that were ripe yesterday, I think. Yeah, yesterday. I picked over 20 kilos of tomatoes. So you'll see now on the website I've created listings where you can just get extra tomatoes. So everyone's going to get tomatoes this week, but if you wanted, you know, just an extra portion of whatever, you can do that. Or I've also created listings that are like 1.5 kilos, so if you wanted to sort of do the pasta sauces or whatever, or sun-dried tomatoes, you can also do that. And tell your friends, because I've created the listings in a way that means you don't need to be a veg box customer to get a 1.5 kilo portion of tomatoes. Anybody can buy that, and then they can just use the normal collection points. And you don't need to, you can do it as a subscription if you wanted it every week, or you can just do it as a one-off. So there's no commitment there that you need to have tomatoes for life. Yeah, should we have a quick look at what else is in here? I don't think I've shown much of this side of the tunnel. So we've got peppers on this side and a row of carrots. We're a little bit overgrown at the minute, just because it's been so hard to get in here and to do the maintenance whilst it's been so hot. But yeah, there's a row of carrots in there, which I think we'll be picking in the next week or two. Some of the pepper plants are so happy. This is, you know, 1 metre tall, full of fruits. By the way, if you get a pepper that is more kind of a pale, this sort of pale colour, don't worry, that's the colour it's supposed to be. Or I don't know whether it goes maybe a little bit more yellow, but it's certainly not, yeah, it's not like a green one. We are starting to get some ripening now. I've just spotted a red one coming through here. Can you see that one? So yeah, mainly of that, I think that variety. There's another one there that's just turning. Again, we only have like sweet peppers. We will never give you a chili. So even though these ones might look a little bit like chilies, they are just sweet peppers. But yeah, the amount of beefsteak tomatoes, just incredible. And yeah, I'm trying to think what else. Cucumbers, I mean, they're also huge. We've been lowering and leaning them for weeks now. French beans are coming out, row of carrots are going in there, and then the salad tomatoes in there, and we have just cleared a bed. We're kind of now in this period where we are actually flipping beds. So this one was where our beetroot was, and this will be yeah, all carrots in here. Just realised it might be a good moment to actually just show you the tunnel system, the tunnel that we've got here. So this is called Caterpillar Tunnel. It's a movable tunnel, so we're probably going to move it at least twice, if not 3 times, over 1 year. And it kind of just means that we can kind of use the tunnel, well, basically make the most of having that space at the different stages, the different seasons. Oh, I really hope this wind isn't too bad for you. One of the things that's been good in this hot weather is our tunnel. So it's 30 metres long and 4.5 metres wide. Normally with polytunnels you've only got the ends that you can open, or maybe you've got the sides, sort of a partial side with like a mesh or something. But what it can mean is that you can just end up being too hot in your tunnel. Our tunnel can open all the way, both sides. Both sides can come all the way up, and this is we're in control of the height of this as well. So if we just wanted it, open a foot, or we only wanted it open in a few places, we can do that, or we can just open up the whole thing. So it has meant that we haven't gotten too hot in here. It probably has gotten a little bit too hot. Some of these plants, like even, you think about tomatoes and sort of heat-loving plants, but it is possible for it to get too hot and that you won't actually get pollination and therefore fruits. But we seem to be okay. And the only other thing that I thought was worth mentioning is another kind of thing that's helped us in this heat is that we don't have very much bare ground. So we deliberately have kept, it's mostly grass in our pathways, just from what it was from the pasture. But what that actually means is that we can keep the temperature down. When you've kind of got bare soil or even like wood chip with that sun baking down on it, that surface will get very hot. And so that's sort of then increasing the ambient temperature in the tunnel. Whereas having things like grass, and especially, this is quite tall, just kind of means that it just keeps it a lot colder. Right, I'm going to leave it there because this is already, it's always longer than I expect. Anyway, right, I think I've got some more watering to do, and I hope you enjoy your vegetables this week. And if you want more tomatoes, order some tomatoes. Usual deadline, so if you get it done by midnight tonight, that'd be great. Right, bye.